Hey, good afternoon. It's Big Mike. Welcome to the Big Mike Rant. Me and my buddy Mike got stuff to say, so we call this Boomer Talks. Anyhow, today's subject is just a more advice than anything else, and it's how to stay calm when you just want to scream. And it's easy enough to do. It sounds easy anyway. The hard part is recognizing within yourself that you have a big mouth, because I do. I have a big mouth. And that you have a temper, and I do. I have a temper. And that out of your mouth and out of that temper, you're liable to say anything. And I am. I gave a Boomer Talks a little while ago about, or a couple days ago, about how to speak directly. Well, sometimes, in my younger years, my penchant to be able to speak directly was also tied up with my ability to be pissed off while I was doing it. And that just takes whatever content you had in mind, whatever you were thinking about saying, it dilutes it, makes it just kind of pointless. So anyway, here's how you stay calm in the middle of a storm when you just want to scream. Here's the first thing you do. Take a deep breath. Somebody makes you mad, instead of jumping right in, instead of they say yep, 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 and you want to say yep, 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 go. Take a deep breath. Let it out, because you have to realize, first off, you had to have heard what they said before you can respond to it. And secondly, not everything everybody says deserves a response. People insult you, they say all kinds of nasty stuff, or they say all kinds of ignorant stuff. What are you supposed to say to that? Your mama? To me, the easiest way to stay calm is to realize that stuff comes out of an inferior mind. My mother used to say people that curse are doing that because they couldn't think of the actual word to use in its place. And that's somewhat true. But I cuss like crazy, just not on these videos. So sometimes my language is peppered with a staccato rhythm. You could almost write music to it. So I have to figure out how to stay calm and how not to say ignorant things, and how not to speak back at people like that. And the second thing I do is realize, first off, remember, you take a deep breath, and the second thing you do is you realize that you get back what you give. So if you ramp up the situation and you intensify the situation and you puff up your chest in the situation and you yell and scream and you stand up and you throw things, you're going to get that back. And the most effective strategy, number 3, I've ever had when dealing with an angry person that makes you just want to scream, you just want to use every ounce of your energy to yell at somebody. If you think about that, it doesn't do any good, because you're still yelling at them years later. So if you think about that, the third thing you do is you realize that it doesn't do any good. The most effective strategy I ever had for staying calm and saying directly to people what I thought with an open mind, listening what they had to say and then responding to it, was whatever volume they were at, whatever volume that was, I was lower. So when they'd say, yada, 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 way up here, I'd say, okay, wonder why it's like that. Or whatever the response was. So anyway, that's just a boomer with his 2 cents, and like I said, a lot of you guys probably know a whole lot more about that, and I hope you get something out of it. If not, I hope you got a better strategy. Y'all have a good day. This is Boomer Talks.